and do the roll call to ensure that we know who was here and who was excused per the bylaws. I will start with Member Benson.
Hi, Jamie Benson here, Alaska Trucking.
Thank you. Member Linda Mood is currently excused. Member Rojas, he is excused. He has a personal item that came up and he wasn't able to come. Member Terry Umatum for the Danyang, he is excused. He has a legislative meeting in Juneau. Member Walton, not present. Member Shaw, she's currently being out processing, so she's excused. Looks like we may need to reach out and have this seat filled. Member Heath.
Present.
Member Linseth. Not present. Member Wisenowski. Not present. And Member McIntyre. Not present. So yes, we do not have a quorum. As Erin had mentioned, I guess we won't be going over the action items, but we do have some informational items. I believe the Alaska Trucking Association is chair, so would you like to go over the information items, Benson?
I'm sorry, I don't have the information items in hand.
Oh, just to follow along with, I'll go ahead and take over.
Okay.
Okay. For our informational items for 6A, we have our congestion management process update. If you are not aware, the congestion management process is one of our federally required documents or plan that helps support how we manage our transportation funds and whatnot. So currently, we have identified a consultant to come and put together this plan. The last one was done in 2016. So we are currently working with Resource RSG Inc. And hopefully we will have a final product by March 2027. And this group will be reaching out to the freight advisory for their input because congestion is an issue unique to different aspects of our transportation. So I did want to bring that up and make sure that you all are aware that we now have a contractor on board for this. For informational item 6B, I would like to invite Christine.
Yeah, so let me see if I can put this up. We just wanted to let you know that AMATS is turning 50 this year. It'll be in April. And to celebrate that, we just created a little anniversary logo. So the first one, I'll go back to it so you can see it. This is our anniversary logo. And it was created kind of inspired by this black and white one, which we believe was the very first AMATS logo in 1976. So just be on the lookout for different little things we do to help celebrate this milestone. We hope to have some swag items for the upcoming transportation fair whenever that is scheduled. And yeah, it'll be in April of this year.
Thank
That's all I have.
Thanks, Christine. Yay, AMATS is going to be 50. Our next informational item, we weren't able to get it on the agenda when it posted last week, but we do have here Stephen Stone from People Mover, and he just wants to give an update on Totem. Stephen, you can go ahead and just share your screen.
And I'll unmute myself. Thank you, Leify, for squeezing me into this agenda. I'm gonna try sharing this. So for those of you who might not have heard this before, we are starting our final round of public involvement for our transportation development plan, which is called Transit on the Move. It was developed in 2019, published in 2020. It's our 3 to 5 year plan for our department for public transportation, and it basically gives us a list of projects that are identified by the public on what we should be focusing on, whether that's new routes or expanded services or different fare structures, or this includes People Mover, Anchor Rides, and our rideshare program. So we have been going through this for almost a year, and we are moving into I'll give you an update of what we did last summer in phase 3. We were at 75 different events spread across the municipality from Chugiak all the way down to the Alaska Zoo and Kivu Village down south of Huffman. So trying to get the word out about that survey this past summer was asking a question, what do you value in public transportation? That was goals that were identified in the 2020 plan that were accessibility, reliability, and convenience. And accessibility to us means, can you access the bus? Do buses take you where you need to go by public transit? Convenience is, do they come as often as you need them to come? Reliability is, can you depend on it to show up when you need it to? So those 3 goals were identified in 2020. And then we asked that same question, are these 3 the same goals that we should carry forward, or is there something else? I will quickly go through the survey of 1,541 respondents. Last summer's public events gave us a similar clear definition of where we still need to go. There are more people in Anchorage that think we need more bus routes on roads that don't have them than others that chose convenience and reliability. So we have a breakdown of this on the project website. You can see more information on what people chose, why they chose those options last summer. But what we're doing now, we're in our last public involvement phase. Our latest survey, our prioritization survey, is live online. And it basically asks you to pick 5 of the projects that were identified either from the 2020 plan or that were identified in all the public involvement events through this past summer of 2025. So we've consolidated all of those ideas into 31 projects that were identified. Again, some of them are new routes, some of them are route alternatives or realignments. Some of them are microtransit zones, so new services. Some of them are about our fare technology or fare structures, what people have been commenting on us with us for the past 5 years or even longer about seniors riding free or veterans riding free, or a qualification status for people to ride our buses or our services for free. So on that survey, you'll see some projects that are listed, and then there's links to those. So some of them are new routes, some of them are alignments. You can click on those links from the survey, or you can go to the website first and click on the links, and it brings up a PDF of what that new route looks like, a description of it, of where it goes and what it brings access to. And then some of them are, like I mentioned, microtransit. There's 5 different zones that we're presenting to the public for microtransit, which is, if you're unfamiliar with that, it is a service that would be new to Anchorage, new to Alaska, but is not new to the lower 48. And it's similar to Uber and Lyft. So it's app-based ride sharing within a defined geographic zone. So the one on screen, if you can see this, would be our Northeast Anchorage. It would, in theory, if this was chosen as a top priority, it would replace Route 31, which goes through Northeast neighborhood of Anchorage. So basically, it defines a zone that these vehicles, smaller vehicles, would travel in, and you could get to places either connecting to the bus routes or just go anywhere within that zone. So there's a Southwest Anchorage, there's Northeast, there's Midtown, and then there's an Eagle River specific zone, and then there's a Chugiak and Eagle River combined zone. So that's all of this to say, you can go to our project website, transitonthemove.com, or if you wanted to scan the QR code that's on the screen, feel free to do that. I'll put this information in the chat for later. But you can find more information on the project website. We, like Christine just mentioned, the transportation fair will be close to the very end of this survey. So there's about 10 or 11 weeks left. We just opened it up a week and a half ago. We started the summer's public involvement last year with the transportation fair. So we're going to end this one with that to bookend this chapter of Transit on the Move 2025 for us. So our final day of the survey that will close will be the weekend after the transportation fair, which possibly is 22nd, but that's still up in the air. April 22nd, that is. So I will turn it back over to Leify. If anybody has any questions, I'm happy to answer them, but there you go.
Thank you so much, Stephen. Does anybody have any questions for either Christine or Stephen? Okay, well, thank you. So seeing as we have no other, I did want to thank you for those members who were able to join us. I know I sent out an email. We have here today Randy Effort from Weaver that is interested in the hauler seat. Walton has agreed to move to the shipper seat, but again, we need the FAC to approve this and vote on this before we forward this application to the TAC and PC for their approval. So please keep an eye out for an email from me to coordinate whether or not you all want to have a special meeting so that we can get this on the agenda for the next PC meeting or TAC meeting. And also, let's see. Well, no, I don't have any other items, but Erin, do you have any comments?
I just wanted to remind people, even though we couldn't get to the action items today, we do have a public comment period that's ongoing and it ends soon on the MTP and the tips. So if you're interested, please go out and provide comments. Thank you.
Member Benson, Member Heath, anyone have anything before we adjourn today's meeting?
Nothing here. Thank you.
No.
All right, thank you very much. Oh, Christine just shared the link for the comment periods. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Leify.
Thank you.